Oh, I think it's working. All right, it's perfect. Welcome back to Judging Bouncing Balls. We're into episode 25. We're just going to get everything going here on the book face. See if we can get this. It looks like it's working. I just got to get this thing to go live here. Connect, yes. Post
20,
now.
25. Is that 25?
Sure. You're talking to the wrong guy.
Yeah.
All right. Can I get this to? Now I can't get it to go live. What is going on here?
What is working on the book?
All right. Why can't I get this to go live? Okay. Sorry for those listeners that are already on. Public. That's what I want.
I'll go check out see if anybody's on.
Well, no, I haven't even shared anything yet because I'm still trying to get it to.
Oh. We are live on streaming. We're streaming. Keyword.
On YouTube. YouTube is working?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Okay, that's what I did that. Why won't it let us go live? Please add a live description. Where do I do a live description? Dude, I'm so confused right now. People are probably like, what is going on with these people?
Yeah, otherwise we'll just record it and put it out there.
Yeah, I'll edit all this stuff out, but here we go. Okay, save. Now it's going to let us. There we go. We're live on Facebook. Perfect. I'll start this over. All right, welcome back to Judging Bouncing Balls. Toby, how you doing today?
We're good. We're good. We're tired. We had a long day today. Long day.
Long day. Looks like you're
city. Yeah, in my hotel room. This is the presidential suite at the Best Western in Menominee.
Only the best for Toby when you travel. That's for sure.
Right. I had a podcast appearance over here today, and so I stay, meet the fans, meet and greet. You couldn't make it with work and everything, so
right.
It was interesting. I do it alone, but I handled it. So yeah.
Hey, you're the MC of the group anyway. You got to have the best of the best there.
So it is exciting.
Definitely. So hey, we are back another weekend. This has been another good week of soccer. First of all, how was pickleball? Did you play any pickleball today? Not today, but this week.
No, pickleball is over with. The boys have moved on to skeet shooting, and I mentioned earlier that I have not been invited, and that stands true. I still have yet to be invited, but it's okay.
So explain to me why you're not invited to skeet shooting. I think you told me before, but I just don't understand. You're not involved.
Yeah, I really think it comes down to my lack of ability to pay attention, to zone in on things. So, I've hunted my whole life. Well, I've been hunting, and I think it's for the better. I think
Okay.
firearms and humor and sometimes beer don't mix. So it's best I just stay in my lane. Do what's right for me.
So are you like the Dick Cheney of shotguns? Like you shooting people in the face?
I'm not saying, but I think if you yell rabbit, I'm looking and I'm searching. And I'm not doing it properly.
You're not going to shoot your best friend Harry Whittington and.
It was Harry.
Okay.
It was Harry's fault. Let's be honest.
let's be honest. He made Dick mad, and that's all it needed.
That's it. And he took a bullet
Yeah,
to the side of the head.
he took a few, and he lived. He didn't die,
He
and
maimed him.
apparently they were friends afterwards. So things work out.
So my question is, where do you shoot a guy that you don't hurt him, or kill him? You just let him know you're still the boss.
There's probably a few places, but yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. I've never shot a dude, so I don't know
Yeah, I'm at least not that I don't.
yet.
Yeah,
Yet.
keyword. No, I'm in the beautiful city of Menominee. Had a couple meetings over here in eastern Minnesota and western Wisconsin. So I had a customer dinner, and I'll be honest, because Applebee's is not a sponsor, it's close, but it's bad over here. It's bad.
Really?
Yeah, I'm in and out. It's the same blah, and I didn't have time to go have a nice meal, so it is what it is.
Well, that's too bad. Yeah, will be closed or just
Really?
so like as we speak. They're tore it down. They're going to build like an 18th bank or something like that.
Yeah, the world need more banks. I think they're building like seven of them in Green Bay right now.
Yeah, yeah. It's just they're taking over. I thought they were struggling, but apparently they're doing really well.
You ever wonder, you go into a bank and there's just people sitting in offices, like bare desks? You were in the banking field, weren't you?
Yeah, I was in for almost 10 years.
Did you have your own desk or did you hop branch to branch and then you just didn't have a desk?
I actually got to do that. So I was a branch manager. So I had a desk in a physical location, but I also was a manager that traveled as well. So there were times where I was definitely at a desk that had nothing. It was just a blank desk. So my guess would be those are in today's day and age, you're seeing a lot more traveling bankers. They're covering multiple branches, like they're a mortgage banker, they're a commercial loan lender, and so they cover multiple banks, and so then they're going to have a desk that they can set up shop basically. And in today's day and age, there's so many consolidation of the employees, like doing more with less. I'm sure there's open desks that anybody can use.
What's always intriguing me was everybody at the bank's the vice president. So everybody's got
That is
vice
kind of a
president
joke.
something on their card, right?
Kind of a joke.
Is that to make you feel better? Like, oh, I'm dealing with the vice president?
Pretty much.
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean
that's
that's
weird.
that's a that's basically what it boils down to. But it's just yeah, it kind of doesn't mean much. We used to always joke that like everybody was a vice president, which obviously you guys have picked up on. I was a vice president multiple times. I was the, assistant manager, vice president, and then I was the branch manager, but it was the assistant to, yeah, I don't know. It's crazy. You're always the vice president.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good
I
stuff.
like at home. I'm always vice president.
Oh, I wish I could be vice president. Not even close, man. You've moved
I
up
hear you.
much higher than I have.
Oh, no, you can have it all. You can have it all. But now, back down to it's been a big week of sports.
It has.
We saw you came over, which was very kind, and it was great sitting with you at the Kimberly Bayport game.
Yeah,
Um,
that was a lot of fun.
yeah, good soccer game too. I thought Bayport played hard. I think Kimberly's there. There was what was it 1-1, and then Kimberly got two in the last 8 minutes of the first half, and that was kind of it. That really put the,
Yeah.
the damper on Bayport. And then Bayport scored, I thought, at the 80th minute, but all of a sudden the ref said no goal. It wouldn't have mattered, right? 3-1 to 3-2, it doesn't matter. But
Right.
I thought Bayport played well. And then
I thought you said they did give that goal.
I know they took it off the scoreboard. At least when we were leaving, they took it off the scoreboard.
Oh, okay. I was thinking that was actually counted.
I don't know how they noticed that it wasn't because there was no countdown. Nobody was paying attention to the clock. So,
Which is true.
And that's what we've talked about in our stands. I've asked the question, in club, the center judge or the center ref pays attention to the clock. He's got the official clock, so he dictates the time, and then he plays extra time based on the amount of time wasted. Is kind of the way I take it. So, but in high school, it's 40 minutes and then it's over. Like, there's no extra
Right.
ounce of time. And I don't know if I like that, I'll be honest, because I think there's an opportunity to score at the end. I think the ref lets things play in club and, gives a couple extra minutes and just to even the game out from the wasting of time.
Yeah.
But I found, in high school, it's just over. It's interesting to me. Then again, if I was on the winning side, I'd be like, nope, game's over.
Yeah, sounds great. Let's get this thing over with.
Right? Back it up.
Yeah, I think I would be okay with it. I was thinking about this actually at our last game because we were down, and I was thinking about the time of it. I think I'd be okay with it if they were a little bit better about killing the clock when there should be stoppages. Like they do stop it for injuries, they do stop it on a goal, but then there's times where I'm just trying to think of an example, but there's times where it's like there's definitely wasted time and they don't stop it. And it's like you feel like you kind of get cheated a little bit there, but like you said, if you're winning, you're totally happy with it.
Well, there was on Saturday. We were down 3-2 against Oshkosh West, and the girl on a corner kick, and there was 5 minutes left, but she walked from the corner all the way behind the ball, got the ball, and then walked all the way back. And I yelled, "Come on, ref!" And he turned to the stands and put his arms up, and I'm like, you can tell her to move. You can tell her to move faster.
Right.
But she was just, it was 45 seconds and nothing. And everybody seemed okay with it except for me. And I'm like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah. And Paul says that if you guys get the lead tomorrow, you're going to waste time and you're going to be okay with it. So,
speaking of that, we've got Pulaski tomorrow. And there's been a lot of chatter on my text machine with Paul because his daughter's a Pulaskiite.
Pulaski, sure.
And so we're talking, figuring out how this is going to go down. And, there's some chatter. I think it's going to be a good game. I think it's going to be a closer game than maybe Paul is letting up to be. He's playing the devil's advocate here. Oh, it's going to be this or that. I think they're prepared over there in 10 miles to the west.
I would agree. I think it's going to be a good game. And I was really surprised my stats wrong here, but there's 31 Wisconsin United players on those two teams.
Yeah, Paul has done great digital work, and there's 31 girls in the Loons that are playing tomorrow night in that game.
Wow. It's a Loon Fest or a Looney Tunes or something.
Right. And when he put that out there, it blew my mind. From the 05s, the 06, 07, the Macy's, the lone 8. His daughter is an 08 from Pulaski, but she had broken her foot. There's a stress crack in her foot, or so they think. But that's so between the 5, 6, and 7s, there's 29. That's just incredible.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. And he was talking to me today. So there was some seniors that don't play club anymore that he didn't add. So I bet you it could be every girl out there almost, except for like 5 of them from Pulaski. So it's it's interesting, the size of our club and what our club has done.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, that's one of the reasons you and I were texting a little bit this week, and I think that's why the soccer is so competitive over in the Northeast. And I'll give you a good example. Comparison to Spash, right now, I think I was looking at our team and I was trying to figure out how many girls we have from the Portage County Youth Association, and I'm not trying to throw shade at them, but on our team, if I'm understanding correctly, we only have one girl that plays on our club. I mean, we got 25 girls, and only one plays at Portage County. Now, to be fair, there's a bunch of girls that go up to MC United, up to Wausau, and there's a few girls that go up to, Amelia goes over to Wisconsin United. So there's a few girls that go other clubs. So it's not like there's no club players, but it's just kind of it's a stark difference. And Paul's post made me think about that, like how much is of our girls are actually playing local club versus a team like in the Fox Valley over Green Bay or in Appleton, and it's a market difference.
Well, right, and then we lose girls to the Milwaukee clubs.
Right.
So girls are always looking for the bigger, and you're trying to put your kid in the best situation. I think I can speak for both of us. We're very happy with the situation we're in. Our team has
Yeah.
done amazing. So, but we still are starting to leak girls or lose girls to Milwaukee. I
Hmm.
think I don't know. I'd be interested to see the real topic behind why they're leaving. Is it for recruiting for college? Is it disgruntledness with whatever the team is bringing? Is it who knows?
Right.
But
Yeah, I'd be curious too.
I don't think we'll ever find out.
Yeah.
I mean, we can ask. Should we just shoot an email? Hey, why are you leaving? A,
Give
B,
them multiple choice.
right? Circle one and send back. Do you like
Yeah,
me?
I
Circle yes or no.
I do think it's interesting though. I mean, it's just yeah, it's one of those. The local, and we talk about this is a great example of where the club actually does help the high school, because man, I'll tell you what, you find a really good high school program that's non-football, because we've talked about how there's no club there, and you can pretty much bet that they probably have a pretty decent club team that feeds them pretty decent players. I mean, so
Yeah,
that is the one area where clubs and high schools need each other. I mean, they need each other to be able to be successful. Um, yeah.
I think if you look at big time state teams, I think they have embraced the club, and look at different things. I think I think Bayport is a great team. They run a different offense in our club, but that's what they've always done. So you just have to adapt.
Right. And actually, I think that's good. And I think when you start running a different offense, it gives you exposure to something different, and I think that can be a positive as well.
Well, it's the same with you do get other coaches. They say you should have different coaches. We'll have a new coach this year for our club team, but I think yeah, you're right. Running different offenses makes you work at it instead of just knowing everything and kind of just showing up and playing.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, I'm not going to share because we got a game tomorrow. We're instituting a new offense for our team. I have not seen this formation before. I will give my coaches credit, though, the guys that came up with this baby. I'm like, I've not seen this before. We'll see if it blows up in our face or if it works, but we got to win tomorrow night. So, hey, we're pulling out the stops.
Is it like a 1-5-5 where you just have five girls up top, five
No,
girls in the back, and then you see
and
what
just one
happens?
sweeper, just a
One
one
sweeper,
sweeper, just
one girl that
pressure all
runs
day.
everywhere, right?
That might
I'm
work.
curious. I'm
Yeah, so
curious to see.
when they said it to me, I said, guys, I'm skeptical, but I'm open. So we'll,
I think Paul figured it out. The
yeah, the
flying
flying
V.
V. Hey, flying V is undefeated. You can look at the flying V, nobody can stop it. I don't know why we didn't run it in hockey. I brought it up to one of the coaches. I said, hey, I got this great, I watched this documentary this weekend, and it's an amazing documentary, and they have a new offense. And I'm not joking. I said this to the coach. He was like, oh, yeah, what was it? And I'm like, you got to set your guys up like this. And they call it the flying V, and he just about died. He was like, are you kidding me? But it's undefeated. Flying V is amazing.
Well, you can walk it into the net.
Yeah, Emilio Estevez swears by it.
If you think about it, if he doesn't get caught drinking and driving, he doesn't coach those kids. Like the Flying V is never born. Like the events that took place to win a championship,
Yeah.
unbelievable.
Yep.
Is that based on a true story?
Oh, it's got to
It
be.
should be. It's got to be. There's too much like wholesomeness there to not be.
I would agree. Yeah, so we'll see what happens tomorrow. But I mean, just a kind of update on where we're at here at Spash. We had a game last night, didn't go very well. It was a conference matchup with Wisconsin Rapids, which is like our arch nemesis. It's like our big rivalry school. We lost 2-0. Didn't play very well, but I got to give them credit. They came out and played really compact defense, and we struggled. We only had, I think, 3 or 4 shots, good shots on goal, and so we just were not able to break through. And they just kind of controlled the game and took it to us. So we find ourselves in a hole. We're 2-2 in conference, and we have to get we have to win out to have a shot at conference because Marshfield is 5-0 in conference, and they only play us yet. So that's not great.
Who
Yeah,
did you play last night?
Wisconsin Rapids.
So we play Rapids
Oh, do you?
coming up. Yeah, I guess so.
Son of
They're in
a
our
biscuit.
regional.
Okay.
I think they are. If Paul's on, he'll tell. But I heard last year they put like 8 in the box. Like,
Oh, they had 6.
they don't
They
6, right?
Yeah.
So if you're going to score, you have to score from outside.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, they pack it in for sure. And the problem was Amelia got through twice and had wide open, just kicked it right to the goalie. I mean, which is just heartbreaking. It's like you're unabated to the goalie. There's nobody in front of you, and she kicked it right to the goalie both times. So that was frustrating. So they can be beaten, they can be gotten through, but they are good. I mean, they definitely pack it in. I mean, it's 4 and then 2 right in the middle, and it's 6 girls right there. It's a lot of girls, and then they have one girl at the top who's really fast, and they just send it to her every time, and she just legs out stuff.
You know how you truly beat that is you pass the ball in, and the girl just taps it back, right? And now you have an offensive player coming in full tilt. She kicks it as hard as she can in at the goal. And then if it hits somebody, it hits somebody.
Right.
In Little League, we had a pitcher that threw 900 miles an hour, and we'd be like, hit the first kid. And he'd hit the first kid, and every kid would stand so far back afraid. It's called strategery.
Strategery, as George Bush would say.
Right. So, but I did hear that about Rapids. So actually, me and Paul were talking today because I had a lot of time in the car. And we're looking at a regional. I don't know if you've looked at your regional yet.
No.
Yeah, ours is tough. Kimberly,
I'm gonna.
North.
I'm almost channeling. I'm almost channeling. What's his face at this point? Playoffs. We're just trying to win a freaking game. So, yeah. May 13th, you play him. Son of a gun.
See, look at that. I don't need an office staff full of people. We got Paul.
Yeah. You guys play a double header? Is that even allowed? You're not supposed to have more than 3 quarters or halves in a day.
Oh, says who?
I don't know. That's what they tell us.
That's just so the bus can leave and go home early.
Hey, it's just kids. They can take it.
They're
It's no
fine.
big deal.
It says
They're resilient. They bounce. Okay, well, good.
We play at 1:00 on Saturday against Wisconsin Rapids. I don't see any more. It's JV and then varsity.
So you will I take it to them. You guys will be able to beat them. If we would have been more proficient, like our biggest problem is that we didn't connect passes. We just got into what, as you like to call it, popcorn ball, where we just started. And as much as we tried to get them to stop, it was just too much kicking the ball around. But if you guys connect, like when I watched you against Kimberly, you guys connect well and you have some outside speed. They're definitely vulnerable down the sides, so you can go in on them. It's just you'll be able to penetrate. It's just you got to be able to pass, and that's where we struggled a little bit. We just didn't pass well.
Yeah.
You guys will be fine.
We'll see what happens. Do you play tomorrow night?
Yeah, we play Wausau West, which you guys played earlier. Any tips on them?
I don't remember. We beat them, but I don't know much about them.
Okay. Well, what the hell? I just gave you a scouting report, and this is all you give me. It's fine.
We played Manitowoc last night, and they started 6 freshmen.
Wow.
They struggle, but they had one girl up top that could flat out run, and she was a freshman. And I think I was going to see maybe where she's playing club ball because she would look good in a Loons uniform.
Yeah, well, get her number and get some of that NIL money that Paul's still willing to give out. And
he hasn't given yet. We need to get to give.
No, that'd be good, man. We need to find some people.
Yeah, we did put him. It was our first Mercy win of the year. 8-0. So there was 12 minutes left in the game, and they shut it down. So I was okay with that. It was cold in Manitowoc. Wind was whipping, 40 degrees. So I was okay getting out of there fast.
Dude, I'm so done with this weather. I can't wait to move to Florida. It's gonna be great.
What are you doing there?
I'm or not. I'm just saying it'd be nice.
Okay. It does sound nice. Speaking of Florida, Joe just showed up.
Oh God. So Joe's in Florida right now? Again?
Yeah. I don't think he's in Florida because he's working now.
I bet. Working on another vacation. That's what he's working on.
Working on a can of beer and relaxation. Ridiculous.
Unreal.
Who would have thought? Who would have thought we'd be jealous of Joe?
I know. Life is funny.
It's there, right? What else is going on? Hey, big news. You see today, and not that we talk about NFL, but another Jet.
Oh yeah, Randall Cobb. Somebody on Twitter I saw posted something like, "Who would have ever thought that the Jets would try to like satisfy Aaron by forming a less talented Packers team on the Jets or something?"
Right. It's so sad, but teach their own.
Yeah, to each their own. Yes, Garrick, we are live right now. Send in your questions.
Who said that?
Mr. Gebhardt.
The executive director of our club is doing a fantastic job. Haven't seen anything this well, this running this well since a well-oiled machine.
Well, he just missed it. We talked about the club and how good they were, and Pulaski and Bayfort and 31 players, and I mean, it was, we sang some praises. It was good.
Yeah,
we did our due diligence. We expect a check in the mail.
You'd think the club would pay us with all the recruiting we're doing. Oh, but what else is going on out there? What a slow week otherwise besides youth sports, or not even youth sports. It was Macy's birthday yesterday. She got a birthday goal. Very excited about that. Her second one in 2 she scored her first one on Saturday.
She is on a roll right now. She is going to just keep piling them on, especially when you start. She's going to get one. She'll get one against Rapids too, because I'm telling you, if you shoot from around 20, that's a good opening right there. So.
Yeah, she hammered one on Saturday. That was a fun goal to watch. I'll even give her that.
You didn't post that one though. I'll have to see that one. No. Now that you have Hudl access.
All right, I'll send it to you. I got a copy right away.
All right, good.
I mean, Amelia got some club love. 12 goals in her young career.
Yep. Yes, she's had a pretty good run. Couldn't get anything last night though. Like I said, she had 2-point blankers and just couldn't put them in. She has been. I'll give her a lot of credit. She's been out at the club, the grounds, just practicing shots because she has this tendency to get in and then she'll just kick it right to the goalie. No corners, nothing. It's like, so she's just trying to break that habit. I don't know what it is about the goalie that just like is so inviting.
Well, maybe a trip over to the Mac Rock Soccer Center.
There, I know. We need to do that, actually. That's one of the things that I wanted to do this summer is to try to get over there a couple times. Which
We should come to
earlier
Memphis
plug
bases
to
working, right?
yeah, earlier plug to now Mackenzie. We need, go see her if you want to improve your skills. So,
Yeah, it's been nice. Macy's been picking up hours working in the desk, and I think she sneaks on the turf a little bit.
oh, she works there?
Yeah, got herself a jobby job.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's awesome.
Yeah, so and right now it's limited. It's Friday nights, but she's been busy.
Interesting. Hey,
She ain't gonna go
I
on her.
got
Yeah,
Oh no, go ahead. Go ahead. I'll not ask.
I was gonna say she ain't gonna go anywhere on her old man, so she might as well do it herself.
I have something I want to ask because did you see the news about this 15-year-old professional soccer player?
I saw a video where she was entering a game.
Okay, so I have to ask about this. How is she at 15 able to go in? Is she just forfeiting her entire college career and her entire high school career for being able to play in the women's professional league? That's the only thing I could gather out of that because you wouldn't be eligible anymore.
I think she is. I mean, unless she's not taking money. I mean, she could play for free, right?
I guess. I just that one blew me away. I saw that she went into the game, um, and I'm thinking, how in the heck is she gonna? She's not gonna be able to ever do college or high school ever again.
Well, I do know there's a young lady that played for Notre Dame, the college, and she made her freshman year, and she ended up going pro this year.
Okay.
What does my wife do? My wife's talking about a hat. I hope she'd buy a hat. We don't need any more hats. But Eric's got a good point with the NIL money. But Eric, she's 15. She's in high school. She'd be a freshman.
Right.
But let me ask this: what? She's 15, right? She's playing with women. What makes her good enough? Like, what does she have that 9 million other young girls have that are older than her? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
you would think in just strength alone, because she is not a very muscular, strong. I mean, she's probably strong. Don't get me wrong, but
Right. I'm sure
what
she is.
what
Yeah.
what makes her at 15 that good? Like,
Yeah.
what does she have talent wise? Can she cross the ball? Can she? That's my question. People have seen her play. Like, what makes her better than the first girl cut from that team?
Huh. Yeah. I don't know, and that's what I'd be curious to like. She just must be. I don't know much about her other than I saw she played, but she's got to be tremendously skilled. I mean, that would be my assumption. I mean, yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. So, and I would like to see her play. I mean, I'm not a judge of talent by any means on the soccer field, but it'd be interesting to see if, she's got to get minutes. I mean, you're not going to waste a kid's career or young career at different levels to sit on a bench.
Exactly. And that was kind of my thought. Like, she's got to be good enough where you're like, if so, okay, let's just assume she loses all of her eligibility for high school and for college. Your point is dead on in that she better be getting some playing time and getting some to make it worth the while, right? She's going to get her beak wet if she's going out there and playing and forfeiting all that other opportunity. It
You look at
surprised me. Like,
yeah, there was a young boy, Freddie Adu was like 18 or 19, and he went
yep,
pro, and he was supposed to be the next Pele or whatever they were at the time, but I don't even know what happened to him. I don't even know if he's still. I get, and that's just me not knowing, but you hope he's still playing. You hope he's still making big money, and because you don't hear a lot about
he's
him.
not.
Okay.
I don't even think he's in the league anymore.
So they hyped him up, right? And they took everything away from him to go play it. And I guess as a parent, right? If the USA calls or whatever team calls and they're like, "Hey, your daughter's 15. Our daughters are 15.
Yep.
Are you going for it?"
I guess. I mean, I'm looking right now. They have it's called the under 18 mechanism for the NWSL, and it says that this is where it says the individual be an individual who has exhausted, lost, or renounced their remaining collegiate eligibility through the calendar year. So that tells me right there they don't have any eligibility left. They're renouncing it. That's
My
crazy.
wife said, my wife just said they can have Macy for free. That's the limit.
Jeez.
But so what did Freddie Adu make? Can you look up his career earnings from 18 to 19 before he fell on hard times?
Yeah, we'll see what he made. Well, it says his estimated earnings for his whole career were he stopped playing in 2012. He made 2.2 million.
I mean, if he did well with it, he'd be all right. But if he bought fast
Yeah.
cars and fast
Yeah.
dinners,
I mean, he lost 40% of that just in taxes. So, he's down to 1.6 or,
his
or
agent
so.
took 10%, so he's down another.
He's down to 1.5 or 1.1 probably million. Yeah. So, he's not.
That's in the men's game too. The women don't make that
Right.
much. I don't want to get
I know
this topic, but the women don't make this much.
they don't because their league doesn't generate as much revenue. So therein is another issue. Like we talk about this with Caitlin Clark, right? She could potentially make more money in NIL deals through college than she could as a professional basketball player. And I got to believe that that's probably not that different for NIL money for soccer or going to the NWSL. I don't know what the NWSL's salary is, but I'll look it up here.
Did you see the girl from LSU, Angel
Reese?
She signed with Mercedes. She has this brand new Mercedes, and hey,
good for her.
Take advantage of when the iron's hot.
So the average compensation for NWSL is $54,000 a year. Now, again, at 15 years old, that sounds amazing. If you told me at 15 I could make 54K, now that's the average, so she's probably on the bottom side of that. The minimum is 35. It sounds like, 35,000.
So you better cash in on some deals,
right?
Because you're going to make $50,000 over the next 6 years. That's like Playboy money.
Well, I don't know if we need to go there with this, but
well, not that magazine money, but you know what I'm saying? Like that's funny money. I'm calling it. Jesus Lord.
Like, whoa. Yeah, I knew what you meant.
And,
it's all good.
Yeah, and we're canceled.
And we're canceled.
But Eric's right. These kids make more money in college than they're ever going to make in the pros. I mean,
well, and I guess that's that's kind of my point. Is like, why would you forego with NIL money to go make 35K a year? I don't know. It's just kind of. I mean, maybe it's the allure of playing in the professionals or being the first one to do it. Maybe there's a lot of money to be made there too. What?
I'm getting roasted on my wife. Playboy. I think they stopped making Playboys years ago. I never even saw one. I heard about it from my friend in grade school.
Is that a magazine?
I don't think so.
Yeah. I don't know. It was interesting, and when I saw it, I just thought it was kind of an odd occurrence.
I'm with you, and then I kind of I hope it's not a gimmick, but are they trying to get fans, young fans? I guarantee she's good enough, right? But are they trying to adhere to young fans? Because I mean, I couldn't name one, and it's not a knock on it. I couldn't name a women's soccer team. I don't even know if I can name a men's soccer team. But
to be fair,
yeah, I mean that's just where I live. We don't have a soccer team in pros.
Huh. Yeah, I don't know. It sounds like she's pretty amazing. Apparently, she got Alex Morgan's jersey, so she must be good. I don't know. It just seems like she might be jumping the shark a little bit.
Oh, she jumped it. She better hang on now.
Yeah. So, anyways, it's very. I'm just quickly reading an article here. It says she's really skilled. Has a lot of talent. They think she's going to be she's 5'4", so she's like Amelia's height. That's crazy. I mean, It's just bizarre.
I'll be honest. If you
But
go back and read the article my freshman year, those exact words were used: skilled, talented, you know. And
right,
then
of
and
course.
then by senior year, it's got chubby and slow. Kind of. I didn't put the effort in, but I don't. I think. What do you think the percentages of parents at 15, if somebody says, "Hey, you can go pro now," with the craziness in today's sports, what is the percentage of parents that say yes?
Yeah, probably pretty high.
I think it is,
Yeah.
and there's very few stories, right? I mean, there's very few basketball players that came out of the high school and went to the pros. Now you can't do it, but even back in the day, I mean, LeBron and Kobe, but there's a huge 30 on 30 on it, and these guys were all world, and then they don't pan out, and they are no education. Then they struggle in life because they
Hmm.
had everything handed to them in high school. So
Yeah, I mean, and I guess maybe if she's like the second coming of Mia Hamm, I mean, maybe she's that good and it's going to be pay off and if they're going to be patient with her and let her develop and then they can, she will get the best of training, the best of everything. I just think that there's a lot of money to be made NIL, especially if you can make but maybe she doesn't want that limelight, that social media limelight, because that's usually where a lot of that NIL money comes from. Maybe she's more low key, wants to just focus on soccer. If that's the case, I guess maybe it's a good fit. I don't know. It just surprises me.
teach your own. I mean,
Yeah.
35K is 35K. Can't turn that.
Yeah.
Don't shake a stick at it.
Especially if you're living at home. Of course, in
Okay.
LA, 30 or San Diego, 35K is like $14 here.
Right? You want a cafe mocha? That'll be $65.
Yeah. Uh,
But that brings up a crazy because I did see it, and it's just the 5'4", 5'4".
yeah. Yeah.
That's tiny.
Huh.
Hmm. Oh well.
Yeah. Yeah. Good for her. No, I wish her
I
nothing but
mean,
the best.
if she'd like to come on the podcast, we'd love to have her.
I don't know how to say her last name. Melanie Barcenas, I think it is, or Barcenas.
Okay. We're gonna learn. We're
Yeah.
gonna need to learn that before we have her on.
I think so. I'll let you reach out to her.
That's where it crosses the line. Not allowed to.
Yeah, yeah. That's probably best.
Moving on.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, so I don't know. That was the big story that I had wanted to mention because I just thought that was pretty cool. So I don't know if I have any other big stories from youth sports this year or this week.
No, right now excuse me. Long day driving. um, it's all high school sports right now. I mean, college, everything plays in the fall, especially on the soccer front. By the way, why do some states play girls soccer in the fall and then we play in the spring? Like Minnesota plays in the fall.
Minnesota.
Good point. Good
Enough
point.
said. Oh, I got to talk to you about this. So I talked to Polkamp about the hair. So here's what we're gonna do. He said he's gonna think about it, but he likes the idea. He likes the idea going back to last episode where we're gonna do the hockey hair. Here's what he's thinking. We're gonna try to figure out a game that like we're gonna do this for. So maybe like a conference game. Wausau West tends to have really good hockey hair as well. And so what we're thinking is if we announce it ahead of time, like 6 months, gives guys lots of time to grow it out. Tell them, hey, we're going to do this vote. Then you pit each school against each other, like voting for everybody. See who can get the community behind it to vote for this. Vote for the Spash player or vote for the West player. Make it more like a rivalry thing, and then you have winners, probably one from each school, and then like a total winner, and maybe like best fan. Get the fans involved with their hair. This could be good. We could make a deal out of this. I think we get there. We get some video action going. I think this could be good.
I think we sponsor it. Now we're not going to give them any money, but we could say it's sponsored by the Judging Balls.
We'll
And
be there.
I'll be there. I'll drive over. Heck yeah.
Dude, the hockey hair. I think this could be. He loved it. He thought it was a great idea. We just got to figure out how we're gonna promote this.
Because I'm sure that hockey community is pretty tight knit. I'm sure he knows the coach over there, and I'm sure he'll get a kick out of it.
Oh yeah. We should get a couple of our NHL guys that came from Spash to pump it out on their social media. That could be kind of fun.
Absolutely. And we get a
Yeah.
little thing in the corner, our little picture
There you go.
promotion.
But yeah, get Joe Pavelski to do it, and then we get God, who's the other guy? I just blanked on it now. Anyways, but yeah, we got a couple
Isn't
dudes.
that
If we can get them to.
Isn't that the shovel guy? The no more shovel?
Oh no, that's Dave Hauser. He's the AD.
Oh,
His son is Sam Hauser. Yeah, so
well, that family again.
yeah, Hey, pretty good. You're gonna dye your hair black? That would be amazing. What was your natural hair color, by the way?
Brown.
All right.
I
Looks
have a
good.
picture holding my oldest like a baby, and I had beautiful brown hair. So sometime after having kids and getting married, it just I'm not blaming my marriage, not at all, but my kids just
Suck the color right out of you.
it didn't even go gray. It just went white. I mean, look at that.
I know. Mine used to be
I think
black, and now it's kind of getting gray.
You're still there, buddy. You're still there.
Yeah.
But I think it'd be amazing if I showed up with jet black hair and just be like, what? Nothing like, oh,
And a leather jacket.
a 1996 Packers Super Bowl jacket from New Orleans.
I think that's got to happen.
I saw a guy walking.
Jackie,
down
go buy
street,
the hair dye.
right? I did see a guy walking down, and I did give him the old awesome jacket. He's like, right? And I'm like, yeah. Uh-huh.
I'll tell you what, that jacket and that whole logo was so gross because it was like green and yellow and purple and pink. It was just such a like.
It was the most embarrassing like New Orleans thing ever.
It was bad. I love the Packers, but that one I still see it today, and I'm like, ugh.
Right? It's like, why did we have to win that year when it's just everything is horrible looking?
That was pretty bad. Yeah. So, anyways, I like that idea. Jackie, go buy the hair dye. Let's get this done. Yeah. This is a good idea.
Yes, seems to be a good idea.
Oh, that's right. It had teal in it too. It had purple and teal. Ugh.
And then music notes.
Yeah.
Just
That's a rough one.
where were you when they won it? Do you remember?
Oh, I'll tell you exactly where I was. I was in my living room in high school. I was 17 years old in Cedar Lake, Michigan, because I went to high school in Michigan, and I still remember being in my living room just going absolutely nuts when at like every play, because in my high school I was the only Packer fan, and I got made fun of so much if they lost, and so that was like my life. So when they won, oh my God, the next day, that Monday was the greatest day ever. Just rubbing it into everybody, just rubbing it in. And then the next year when I was a senior and they lost was one of the worst days ever. Oh,
Yes.
that was
That's the
brutal.
Denver game. 14-point favorites. I remember that to this day.
Oh, freaking Terrell Davis just ate us alive. That was horrible.
But the New Orleans,
But-
I was in Vegas. I flew home from Vegas that day. I was out there with my parents.
Okay.
And I flew in, had to hustle back to College House. We stayed at my buddy's for the first half because we were nervous. And then we went to a Packer party, and then things got ugly from there. They were burning beds in the streets in Milwaukee. It was just fantastic.
Wow.
It
Got
was
real.
cheap riot. Like four dudes drinking Busch Light, standing around a burning bed. Like
Busch Light?
That's my bed.
You guys upgraded if you're doing Busch Light. I thought it'd be like, yeah.
Well, we did drink some Rhinelander back in the day.
Oh boy.
I was gonna say this. So and my wife just put it out there, but her and Ellsmouth Carey bought new hats for the season,
Oh boy.
and, and they're black, and you can go on your phone and you can type in "fire in the hole," and it'll read across that.
What? It's got a little band, like display.
They were like $28 on Amazon. It is amazing. So you just type it on your phone and or you plug it in or something and go rolls
Oh, you can
through.
type any message.
Yeah.
I like this idea. I would get into so much trouble with
It-
that.
yeah. It's like I said, it's a marquee and it is in different colors. I think you can do a different like written in different colors. And yeah, we did it with fire in the hole and it just ran by.
That's amazing.
Her and Carrie are claiming they're going to be quieter this year, but I'm not buying it. But at least you'll know what they're yelling because you can read it with the volume.
Okay, when we stream a game this summer, we're gonna have to show that, and we could even send messages to like the ref, like the AR. Not a great
Right?
call.
Right.
Hey, I didn't say
Boo.
anything.
That's a great point. You can't get kicked out for writing on a hat.
No, totally legal. There's no rule against it. That's not illegal.
Have you seen like? Do you guys have two people that ref the JV games and then three for varsity?
Yeah,
I just find that fascinating because they each get their side right, so they run up and then they go back and then they're like,
yep.
last night they didn't even have flags, so the guy called an offsides call. He did the football call,
Really?
and I'm like, I know what he did. I know what he means.
He did the that's amazing.
Yes, he did the offsides call and he almost gave him first down.
So we had this happen last night. He didn't get the offside signal, but he just put his hand up for instead of a flag, which is that I get. But he did the offsides would have been amazing. I would love to see that. And then do like 5 yards, like pace it off. That would have been amazing.
Third down, five. And I'm like, why don't they have? Why didn't they get flags? Do they have to bring their own flags?
Maybe.
Does
I
Jake
don't
have
know.
flags?
Ooh, that's a good question. We got to get
Jake,
Jake back.
he's.
Where is Jake Ben?
I know he's dealing with high school soccer because his daughter
I
plays.
suppose
I,
he's important.
his youngest daughter Claire was at the. She did a
Yep.
brace on Friday night. That was fantastic.
Awesome to see. It sounds like her recovery is going well. She's just powering through like normal, which is great. So
Yep.
hopefully she's
Yep.
back and stronger than ever.
Yeah, I guess I don't know if Eric's still watching, but that's a great question. Who provides the
Huh.
flags?
Yeah, good question. I don't know.
I mean, you only need two.
That's true. Just one big one. Certified ref. Aubrey's a certified ref. Oh boy. That means Joe taught her everything. Oof.
Do you think Joe is the best soccer player you know, like talent wise?
I've never seen him play. I don't know.
I think that's the lure. He played college ball, right? He's got to be good.
So did my wife, and it's hard for me to go against my wife.
So you don't want to do that.
This is true. No, I don't know. Maybe Joe was. What did Joe play? What position? Let's
Left
just
out.
guess here. Left out. He played bench.
I don't know. Let's wait for this response. I'd like to know what he played in the college ranks.
He seems like an outside back to me.
I think he can run that far.
Oh, it's true. He hates running.
It's
He's probably a forward then.
six or an eight.
Yeah.
Was it the G? Oh, left back. You know soccer, man. Do you
See,
know
there we go.
soccer?
There we go. Outside back. I bet you he was a. I bet you he was a heck of a player. Let's not take it away from Joe. He doesn't have much
I
left.
think I wonder how many yellow cards he has in his career. It's more than 10.
Oh, for sure, for sure. This is very fascinating for people who don't know Joe.
Right, right. He's part of the hit running, but was in cross country and track. Whoa, seems like a
Bad mix.
bad mix. Oh, but yeah, I don't know. Nothing else going on. We got Pulaski tomorrow night, Appleton something East or West on Friday. I got lacrosse on Saturday. Next week we got Notre Dame on Tuesday. A lot more than 10, probably 10 Reds. Ooh, Joe.
10 Reds. Good Lord.
That's the
He didn't
anger.
play much. That means he didn't play much if he's got 10 Reds.
He sat 10 games for sure, right? Because he said the second game.
Okay.
Yeah.
That means Joe probably should have played hockey if he has 10 Reds. Because that means he was probably taking jerseys over heads and just
Just fighting.
just fighting. I can see it though. He's got a little chutzpah in him.
Oh, plus my wife leaves Friday for Florida or Sunday for Florida for work.
Speaking of which, we're not going to be able to do a show next week, so we're going to take a little break because I'm in Puerto Rico. So yeah.
Are you taking a class down there?
Yes. No. I am taking my bride down there because we are celebrating our 20th anniversary. So we are headed to Puerto Rico. It's a little presumptuous because we have not. It's the 25th of May, not next week. But next week's rates were way better, and I'm a cheap ass.
Good for you.
So we're going next week. So I will not be around. We're gonna have to take a hiatus on the show, and yeah, that'll be
I was
that.
gonna say I could try to run the board, but I just don't know how. And I'm afraid it
Uh,
might go bad. We'll
if
just wait.
my if my 2.8 GPA can do it, I'm sure you can do it too.
Maybe I'll log in. You never know. Maybe you'll get back and be like, "Oh Lord, well, like 13 people on the screen."
Yeah. So, anyways, just to the fans out there, we will not be around next week. So we'll maybe try to post and go from there. That's including
Yeah.
club. Wow, he may be serious with this amount of red cards. I mean, my God.
The funny thing is, when we joined this Loons team, we were down in St. Louis. This is prior to Amelia playing. And we were in St. Louis in a tournament, and we would score a goal, and then I would turn to Joe, and I didn't know Joe that well. And I'd be like, and I'd wait, and he'd be like, offsides. Like, oh. So anytime we'd score, I'd look at Joe because I didn't even know who's telling us this secret information. And then if Joe went crazy, I would go crazy.
That's probably good
Yeah.
words to live by. I'll be honest. The first people I met when I first joined the club, I mean, you were there pretty quick, but I think the first person I hung out by the most was somebody who's not with the club anymore,
Me too.
and that was unfortunate.
Yeah. Yeah, we both did. We did a
Yeah,
lot. Like, yeah, that's stuff. Yeah. I don't know.
yeah, that's the way it goes.
We're not six, right? When our child leaves something doesn't mean that the whole can't talk ever again, but
Yeah,
to each their own.
this is true. Yeah. So, anyways, see, Joe's a giver. That's what we love about Joe. He's just a giver. He
Yeah.
says he likes to give advice to the fans.
Sometimes it's good.
Sometimes it's good. I suppose we've probably taken this as long as it could go.
Yeah, good hour though, man. That's a good. I think the conversation. I'd like to hear more people's interaction on that that young lady, especially
Yes.
Eric. Or somebody that's involved in this soccer world of how bad can it go or how good could it go. either way, I think that money's not there.
Yeah. Amen. Yeah, I'd be curious what people think about it. How about that? Maybe we should put a poll up. Would you let your daughter or your son play professional at age 15?
I like it.
I will put that out. I'll make that tonight, and then we'll let them know that that's part of the show. So that'd be a good one.
And then we are going to have Eric on here in a couple weeks. So why don't maybe when you get back, we'll pull him in, and that'll give us a good week and a half of thought process so we can pepper him with questions.
Hey, I think that would be good.
Well, perfect.
Perfect. Yeah. Good show. Thanks for jumping on. Thanks to everybody for all the comments. That was a lot of fun, especially when we make fun of Joe. That's even better. So hopefully he'll come back.
Have you ever seen the movie What About Bob?
Yes.
One of the great movies. You know when he gets up in the morning and he turns around, it's like time to go to work, and then he's at his office. Well, I want you to know that I just gotta jump in the bed because I'm in the hotel room. Woo! Oh, I'm not even wearing pants.
Hey, keep the camera up. Yeah, thank you. Hey, don't have too much fun in that hotel room. I know you got the ESPN all ready to go. So
I'm gonna take about 6 melatonin and go to bed like a baby. It'd be great. Yeah.
Enjoy it.
Yeah. Yes. TV's terrible over here.
Find an HBO movie and fall asleep to it.
I don't even know if I have the 3 regular channels in this hotel. But excellent.
All right. Sounds good, man. Hey, I've got the poll ready to go here. I'll pop that up, and then we'll see what people think. And we'll look forward to talking about the results maybe on not next week's show, 2 weeks from now show. And we'll kind of go from there.
You enjoy your trip, man. That sounds amazing.
Hey, thanks. I will. I'm looking forward to connecting with you guys again when we get back, and have an awesome day and week.
Good luck to Amelia.
All right. Thanks. Same to Macy.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye.